Welcome to Cataloged Clutter, where we're building sets one card at a time, but we're really spending time with and enjoying every single one of those cards. We started building this 1993 action-packed Hall of Fame basketball card set, and the set is unusual in that it begins with a 10-card subset. Right off the bat, a subset called One-on-One. There you can see the subset logo right there. Really neat subset. So it features pairs of players. Pairs of players. And these pairs are supposed to be great matchups, great rivalries. And I'll tell you, Action Pact really did a good job pairing these players up. Everyone overlooks this subset, but in terms of history, you just can't beat it, really. This number 4 Earl Monroe card, it pairs up with the number 3 Dave Bing, okay, right here. It's a card that we already looked at. Now, we talked about how Action Pact was clearly putting a lot of thought into this subset. There's no exception here. This Dave Bing, Earl Monroe pair, great matchup. Great matchup. Stick with me. I want to show you just how detailed and how close of a matchup this is. Action Pact didn't do a good enough job promoting the idea behind kind of pairing these players like this. So first of all, you know you have a pair when they have the same color of this one-on-one logo. See? So Earl Monroe and Dave Bing, we're looking at this light blue logo. So we know that we have a pair. They're meant to be together, but look at this. We're going to go into some of the biographical details, and you'll see, I mean, it's a great matchup. It really is. So Earl Monroe, okay, let's look here. 1967-68 Rookie of the Year. Okay, 67-68 Rookie of the Year. Let's go to Dave Bing. 1 year earlier, 66-67 Rookie of the Year. Okay, so already, I guess, do we have a little rivalry starting? Maybe we do. 2 players, both Rookie of the Year, one after the other. Okay, let's move on to their second year of playing. Earl Monroe, he was second in the NBA. This is 68-69. This is the second year he played, okay? Second in the NBA with 25.8 points per game. Okay, second year of playing, and he's already number 2 points per game. Let's go to Dave Bing. You're going to love this. Look at this. Look at this. So, 67-68, his second year of playing, he was second in the NBA with 27.1 points per game. You hear that. Second year of playing, second points per game. Both of these players, in their second year in the NBA, were second for points per game. And they both were Rookie of the Year. I mean, the detail in terms of selecting players to match up in this one-on-one subset, it's really hard to beat. Really hard to beat. Now, Earl Monroe, Dave Bing, there were great on-court matchups as well. I'm going to repeat the story I told. You already heard this when we looked at the Dave Bing card, but this just goes to show you how good of a pair this is. This was a game on December 26th, 1974, day after Christmas 1974. So Dave Bing and the Pistons, they're winning, and we have less than 30 seconds left in the game. Then Earl Monroe, he hits a shot with 22 seconds left, and that gave the Knicks the lead. It was 83-82 after that shot. So Earl Monroe, possible game winner. Well, the clock starts to run. 16 seconds go by, and Dave Bing hits the game-winning shot. And there's only 6 seconds left on the clock. Wasn't enough time. So Bing and the Pistons won that game, 84-83. So, what a pairing. Earl Monroe, Dave Bing. Another great pair for this one-on-one subset. And it is another pair of guards. They're both guards. Cards number 1 and 2, we looked at those. That was Walt Frazier and Jerry West. They were both guards too. And I'll tell you, that's a great rivalry to start off this whole set of cards. Walt Frazier and Jerry West. They actually met up in the NBA Finals 3 times. Frazier and the Knicks, they won twice with those kind of finals meetups there. So this one-on-one set, it's just a really cool overlooked subset. I really do think Action Pact could have did a better job communicating why they picked the matchups, because the detail is there. And for those willing to kind of go back in time on their own, do some research, you see it's just a really fun 10-card subset. A lot of thought put into it. If you're not familiar with this 1993 Action Pact set, it's hard to find a better set for the price. The cards are just a much higher quality than most early 90s cards. They have this really thick stock. Look, the photo even wraps around a little bit. And these rounded corners are really distinctive of Action Pact. Basketball card collectors aren't as familiar with Action Pact as some other sports, but you know you got one when you see those rounded corners. The cards are embossed. Action Pact referred to it as sculpted, I think, or sculptured. They used a different adjective than embossed. And you see the players nice and glossy, and the background has this matte finish. Very nice. Action Pact was really trying to innovate in terms of card design. In fact, you'll see this on a lot of Action Pact cards. They filed their own patent. Right here, 315,364. That's the Action Pact patent, that design we're real familiar with. So, although these aren't like true vintage cards, the set is obviously full of great Hall of Famers. It's loaded with information you saw in the back. It's really just a must-have for collectors who like to delve into the history of the game. The whole set contains subsets dedicated to Larry Bird and Dr. J. Those are real fun. The set honors the 25th anniversary of the Basketball Hall of Fame. That's its reason for being. So you see it's displayed right here in gold foil on the front. Because of that, every card is careful to mention the year when the player was inducted. And Earl Monroe, he was 1990. See? Elected to the Hall of Fame in 1990. So it's really a neat set of cards for the history. And because it is so overlooked, you can find complete sets for under $20 if you look hard enough. So, yeah, one more card from this set. The one-on-one subset, in fact. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.